Hello lovelies, and welcome to my first actual YouTube video. I'm Thalia, a small content creator. If you enjoy this video, please think about liking and maybe even subbing to my channel. Now, today it is very windy outside, so I apologize for any noises in advance. So, what do we want to talk about today? Today, I want to discuss reality shifting with you. This video is categorized in 3 different sections. First, I'm going to explain what shifting is. Second, we will talk about why shifting gained popularity on TikTok. Third, or lastly, I want to point out what the existence of shifting really means for us and how it can change your way of thinking. Let's dive into it. Reality shifting is a term used to describe that one can alter the reality they are experiencing through intentional focus and visualization. One's soul and mind shift to another universe. One's body, however, doesn't. As for right now, the existence of shifting doesn't have any scientific evidence. However, lots of humans have been practicing out-of-body experiences, like our ancestors, and have claimed for it to work. Therefore, there is no clear yes or no answer, much more like an in-between. This could also be compared to the belief of the existence of a higher entity, such as a god. Mark Travers, a psychologist from the United States, described shifting much more as a state we set our minds in. He added that practitioners more probably share any of these 3 psychological traits. First, absorption, which means for an individual's capacity to become deeply immersed in sensory experiences, fantasies, or imaginative activities. They tend to have vivid imaginations, a heightened ability to concentrate, and a propensity for intense emotional and sensory experiences. Next is disassociation, which is characterized by a disconnection between thoughts, identity, consciousness, and memory. It can manifest in various forms, ranging from mild detachment or spacing out to more severe experiences of depersonalization and derealization, where individuals feel disconnected from themselves or their surroundings. And lastly, fantasy proneness, which is characterized by heightened tendency to have intense and vivid fantasies, daydreams, or imaginary experiences. These may lead to the effect of shifting realities. Shifters, as the people practicing it are called, claim to have similar experiences, both when trying to shift and successfully shifting realities. Many describe the feelings they feel during the process of shifting as very comforting, such as hearing music, smelling specific scents, hearing chatter, feeling the touch of someone, a change of temperature, or sudden brightness, like waking up in the morning. Some also say that, when thinking of the characters from the other reality, they feel a certain, unexplainable bond, or share memories, even though they haven't shifted yet. Others say that while writing their words down, they are barely thinking about it but much more remembering what is already there. One thing about every shifter that has already shifted agrees on is that it definitely wasn't a dream, as it feels like this reality, real. Some dreams indeed feel very real, but if you think back to them, you aren't really able to think or decide something, and not fully able to acknowledge that you're dreaming. When you reality shift, you are fully conscious and aware and feel everything. From this, you could say that it may be another form of dreaming, but in the end, it is really up to oneself if we believe in its existence or not, and if we do, in what way it is real. But why has it grown popular in social media, especially TikTok, so fast? Let's hop onto the next point. First off, we have to look at when it gained popularity, which was mostly back in 2019, in times of COVID, which means A. There was way more free time, and especially teenagers and young adults, which is the main age range of shifters, were bored, and B. There was a huge lack of social interactions that included more than texting and family. Therefore, reality shifting was an escape from loud and annoying family, repeated days of doing nothing and having barely any social contacts. So, the pandemic is the first reason. The second reason is that fandoms grew bigger again, and therefore lots of people wanted to try and shift to the world of Harry Potter, Twilight, or Marvel. The thought of getting to know your favorite characters personally was already enough, especially since you barely need anything for it. It wasn't dangerous, and parents would never find out if you didn't want them to. Making up your own scenarios and living in them sounds like fun, doesn't it? The third reason is escapism and using it as a coping mechanism. Reality shifting gained traction because it provided an outlet for escapism. With increasing stress, anxiety, and dissatisfaction with real-world challenges, particularly in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic, like I just mentioned, many young people turn to shifting as a form of mental escape. The practice seemed to offer a way to control and alternate life in a way they couldn't real life. The fourth obvious reason is viral challenges and trends. TikTok thrives on trends, challenges, and viral content. When a few early influencers or users began sharing their experiences with reality shifting, others joined in, and soon the trend snowballed. Hashtags like reality shifting and shifting gained millions of views, with users creating tutorial videos, success stories, and even sharing their scripts, which are customizable scenarios they would enter while shifting. Lastly, the spiritual and mystical appeal. Reality shifting also blended with other spiritual and mystical trends popular on TikTok, such as manifestation, lucid dreaming, and the law of attraction. These movements attract people looking for different spiritual practices, making shifting seem more believable and interesting as a mental skill or way to change yourself. The third section. For the last part, I want to point out what the existence of shifting really means for us and how it can change your way of thinking. Let's say shifting realities really exists, whether you believe that or not. What does that mean for us? It means that we're mortal. It means our understanding of reality, physics, and the nature of the universe is fundamentally changed. It means that multiple realities or dimensions exist and can be consciously accessed, which challenges long-held theories in physics, such as the nature of time, space, and consciousness. It means if shifting is tied to manipulating consciousness, it can lead to breakthroughs in understanding the brain, consciousness, and perhaps even technology that can allow controlled shifts. It means that quantum mechanics and fields like the multiverse theory or string theory gain new validation or be completely reimagined. It means shifting between realities raises questions about what defines personal identity. Am I the same person in each? Do these different versions of me share memories or experiences? It means that the idea of multiple selves can reshape concepts of individuality and personhood. It means that there will be new ethical questions about the responsibilities individuals have in each reality they visit. Can someone commit a crime or cause harm in one reality and avoid consequences in another? It means issues of consent, responsibility, and the moral implications of actions in different realities will be hotly debated. It means the ability to shift into a desired reality might lead to widespread escapism, with people preferring alternate worlds over their current lives. This can result in a decline in productivity, social interactions, and engagement with real-world challenges. It means governments or institutions may even need to regulate shifting practices. It means its effect on mental health will be significant. While some might find it empowering or therapeutic, others can become detached from their original reality, leading to confusion or identity crisis. It means the line between mental health conditions like dissociation and the act of shifting will blur. It means it can be seen as a form of enlightenment or transcendence, leading to new spiritual or religious movements. It might even inspire reinterpretations of ancient beliefs about parallel worlds, dreams, and consciousness. It means traditional religions may need to adapt their doctrines to incorporate this phenomenon. It means all religions could exist or none at all. It means some may believe that reality shifting offers a pathway to access higher dimensions, spirits, or gods, potentially merging scientific discovery with mystical or spiritual practices. It means governments and powerful institutions will likely try to control or regulate shifting, especially if it can be used for espionage, influencing other realities, or avoiding legal responsibility. It means the ability to shift realities might become a commodity, with access potentially restricted to the wealthy or elite. It means if people can shift to realities where they are wealthier, more powerful, or happier, it can upend global economies. There might be less incentive to work or participate in the existing economy if people can simply move to another reality where their life is more desirable. In essence, if reality shifting were proven to exist, it would fundamentally change our understanding of existence, human potential, and the structure of society. It would blur the lines between science, spirituality, and ethics, transforming every aspect of human life. Now, did this change your way of thinking even just the slightest bit? Because it certainly changed mine. It is up to you to believe in it or not, but what would you do if you could shift? Or are you maybe trying to and have succeeded yet? Write star down below if you want more thoughts about this topic, and feel free to leave any questions in the comments. I promise to answer them in the next video. Please make sure to leave a like and maybe even a sub if you want to help me out. That's it from me, and I hope to see you again in other videos of mine.